Not too far away, the gate has moved into position. Look, I think I've read this race differently to most tote punters. Belle of Prada, $2.50 favourite. Look, I think she has an undeniable chance of winning, but I believe 2.30 is savage unders. Her strongest suit is her gate speed, so from barrier 4, I'm sure John Ether will try and use that. But if she doesn't lead, I certainly think she comes way back.
17.30, Ball and Chain Mobile enters the lane. They're set. There is the blue light. We're away and racing. I Love Yous All away well. So too Duchess de Gama. Out deep Village Beauty, and then came Missy Rainbow. Kinda Artie Lombo looking for a trail from Vava Voon Tarantino. Then Benjour Matty Lombo to Paring, and Belle of Prada's gone back to last. Lead time 7.9. I Love Yous All leads by a length. Second Duchess de Gama, and behind the leader Vava Voon. Straight into the 1-1 was Village Beauty, and then came Tarantino, Missy Rainbow. 3 deep Kinda Artie Lombo, followed by Taparing, Benjour Matty Lombo, and 2 lengths away last of all is Belle of Prada. They have 1,200 metres left to go. I Love Yous All went through the first quarter in 29.5. Duchess de Gama attacking in the middle, and 3 deep Kinda Artie Lombo's doing it tough. Vava Voon fourth, trails the speed, and Village Beauty was fifth. They were followed next as they come to the turn for the bell by Tarantino, racing to the inside of Missy Rainbow. 1 Benjour Matty Lombo to Paring second last, and Belle of Prada from the tail end is going to hook out 3 deep, but it's going to have to peel 4 deep around Kinda Artie Lombo at some stage. They run down to the winning post. Half mile left to go. Second quarter, 31 and 2. I Love Yous All leads for Glenn McElhenney, but only by a neck. Duchess de Gama second. 3 deep and third, Kinda Artie Lombo. Vava Voon behind the leader. Village Beauty strung up in the middle. 3 back on the pegs was Tarantino from Missy Rainbow, Belle of Prada, and then came to Paring, and Benjour Matty Lombo whips them in. They have 500 left to pace. Duchess de Gama puts it to I Love Yous All. Vava Voon looking to get out of the trail. Then came deeper still Village Beauty, 4 deep. Belle of Prada must be 5 wide. Tarantino's driven right up behind them, and they were followed by Missy Rainbow. Getting through on the pegs was to Paring, and Benjour Matty Lombo last in a bunched field. 31-2 down the back. Duchess de Gama leads. Vava Voon gets through in the middle, and Belle of Prada 3 deep, but she's struggling. Then came Village Beauty and Tarantino, but Vava Voon swept to the lead on the bend, put up a length clear. Second Village Beauty, and then Duchess de Gama. Belle of Prada was next to Paring into the clear. It's Vava Voon in front. Village Beauty trying to pick up Vava Voon, but Vava Voon is going much too well. Vava Voon 2 lengths Village Beauty and Tarantino. They were followed in by Taparing, Benjour Matty Lombo, Belle of Prada, and then Duchess de Gama, followed in by Kinda Artie Lombo. I Love Yous All and Missy Rainbow in 2-1.7.
And the winner, Vava Voon, taking out the Gold Tiara consolation. Cindy and Peter Rickson combined. The filly by Jeremy Lobella of our Katie Marie, 7 second, 8 third at the start, and being called up for the first at Globe. The fifth, that's the other highlight of racing for Mascot this afternoon. It's a $65,000 race, and the ratings have dedicated Miss 9 over 4 main stage, 1 Finito, and 10 Chenille Prince, 9, 4, 1 and 10. In the update, Finito at $4.50, 3 Lawmaker at $6.60, 4 Main Stage at $4.40, 7 Kiwi Ombre at $15, 8 Wool Zone at $14. Of the others, Dedicated Miss is at $4.10, Chenille Prince at $10. The Weight for Age Strickland Stakes Race 7 over the 1800. Darren goes 4 Main Stage to beat 3, 9 and 1. Being called up for the next event from Toowoomba, and So Equal.
Now they're all in the stalls and they're ready to run. Lights are blinking on top of the starting gates. Chenille Prince steadies. Away they go, they're racing. Zahid won the start. Lawmaker commenced quickly, and Harvey's going to send into the lead shortly after the break, and Wool Zone's going to slide over from the outside. Kiwi Ombre's up there with Dedicated Miss at the end of a couple of hundred. Special Jester next. Chenille Prince is in the middle from Finito, dropping out along the fence, and then Corporate Bruce, and last is Main Stage. As they work up to the back, Wool Zone was able to cross. In fact, he pulled his way to the lead at the 1400 from Lawmaker and Zahid on the fence. Dedicated Miss just behind them running fourth, and then Kiwi Ombre, 1.5 to Finito, then 3/4 to the 3-year-old Chenille Prince, and out deep is Special Jester. On the fence, Corporate Bruce, and back last is Main Stage as Wool Zone takes them to the 1100. As they go down the riverside of the course in the Strickland, Wool Zone, who's hard on the bit, and he's got his feet on the dashboard here on the grey, leads the way from the old Warrior in Lawmaker. On the fence, third, Zahid, the mare Dedicated Miss, fourth, tracking Lawmaker's every move here as they head to the 900. 1.5 1.5 to Kiwi Ombre from Special Jester, getting no favours. 3 deep on the fence, Finito. And they're followed by Corporate Bruce, who's come out to follow Special Jester. He's going around Chenille Prince. Main stage will have to come from last to win with 600 to run. It's Woolzone, who's had a beautiful run in front, leading Lawmaker, being stoked up by Harvey. Dedicated Miss also being asked to go. Now hooks out around his heels to go up 3 deep. On the fence to Zahid, and the sprint's gone on. In behind them, Corporate Bruce, Kiwi Ombre, followed by Finito and Chenille Prince. And here comes Main Stage to the extreme outside. Woolzone turned. Dedicated Miss, though, quickly on him. There's trouble behind them. Finito bump with Lawmaker. Main Stage is running on. It's Dedicated Miss with 100 to go, the leader. Main Stage trying hard to haul her in. Main Stage comes at Dedicated Miss. The post looms too late. Dedicated Miss wins the Strickland from Main Stage. This mare's in a purple patch. Then came Woolzone, probably third, just in front of either Finito, Kiwi Ombre or Zahid. Lawmaker got involved in a bumping duel in the stretch, and then Chenille Prince, followed by Special Jester. And the other old fellow knocked up to run last, Corporate Bruce.
Ascot 9, 4 and 8, and just when we thought we wouldn't get any rain this year at Bathurst, it started to team down. Well, when I say team down, it's steady. Hopefully it will pass, but as far as this upcoming race is concerned, New South Wales punters, a decent carryover pool in the first 4 going into this race after it didn't go off in the initial race, so something to keep in mind. Realistically, there are only 2 winning chances, and the market tells you that anyway. If either one of them I thought was a guaranteed leader, I would declare them unbeatable. I just am not 100% sure if either one of them will get that position, because number 3, Jackson Grant, is a very quick beginner off the front line. If I had to have a pick and go for one that might be the best chance to get the lead, then it would be Flaming Roadstar, and for that reason and that reason only, in the Gold Chalice consolation for the 3-year-old Colts and Geldings, I've put him on top, ahead of number 4. Even luck, one of the 2 will win. They do look ahead of the others. As far as place chances are concerned, there are a heap of them. 10, 5, 6, 3 and 8, in, well, probably in an order, but not really all that confidently. So 1 and 4, the principal players here. No real cop in the market, unlike the first race, I guess. But this time around, the favourites do look as though they have the edge on their rivals. They are scoring up, as you can see. Let's head up to Mark for the call.
Thanks, Sam. It's the consolation of the Chalice, a field of 10. Just be aware we've got Flaming Roadstar and Black Star Adonis in the same colours. Flaming Roadstar's got a red cap. Black Star Adonis has a black cap. Ready to go. In very steady rain, they turn to the back for race 2 at Bathurst. 2:20 Flaming Roadstar, 21:30 the journey, and they're off. And the inside 4 all away well. They were Flaming Roadstar, also Earth Movers Reward, Jackson Grant and Carlo Mick. Black Star Adonis is going to punch through and hold the back of the stablemate. Then came Lee Patrick. It must be 5 wide coming down the side. Claido was next, and then Jake Mahoney, Magical Ken and Easy Pastime as last. The leader is Flaming Roadstar, just over Earth Movers Reward. 3 out Carlo Mick, 4 deep Lee Patrick. Then Jackson Grant. Black Star Adonis trails the speed, and Magical Ken 3 back the pegs. It's on the inside of Claido, 2 to Easy Pastime, and a length and a half away last of all is Jake Mahoney. Down to the judge, 37 and 9 the lead time. Flaming Roadstar leads. Carlo Mick and Lee Patrick 3 deep has done it tough for the first 3/4 of a lap. Black Star Adonis 4th, and they were followed then by Earth Movers Reward. Wonder Magical Ken settling 3 back the pegs to the inside of Jackson Grant. Another 2 lengths away next, Claido, 1.5 Easy Pastime, and Jake Mahoney is a length away last and must be 9 lengths from Flaming Roadstar, who leads by a neck over Lee Patrick, and Black Star Adonis 3rd. 1 out and 1 back was Carlo Mick, and Earth Movers Reward 3 back in the running line around Magical Ken. And then Jackson Grant, followed by Jake Mahoney as Easy Pastime comes out 3 deep to start a run. Claido shuffled back to last. 30.6 the first quarter, and the leader is Flaming Roadstar. 3/4 over Lee Patrick. 3 deep Easy Pastime getting to 3rd from Carlo Mick. He came out in front of him. Black Star Adonis trails the speed, has enjoyed a good run. Claido on the 3 deep line from Earth Movers Reward, and then Magical Ken, Jackson Grant, and last of all Jake Mahoney. A circuit to go as they pass the judge. Flaming Roadstar, Annette Carlo Mick, 3 deep Easy Pastime, again to 3rd. Then Lee Patrick between horses. Black Star Adonis behind the leader. Claido 3 deep and 1 back from Magical Ken, 3 back the peg line. Then came Earth Movers Reward, Jake Mahoney and Jackson Grant. 32.6 the second quarter. Leader is Flaming Roadstar, by a neck Carlo Mick, Easy Pastime. Black Star Adonis Adonis pushed along fourth. They were followed deeper out, getting to fifth then by Clayito, and the next couple headed by Lee Patrick, Jake Mahoney and Magical Ken. 400 to go, 29.7 down the back. Flaming Roadstar, a length and a half over. Easy Pastime, Carlo Mick. And then came Clayito and Jake Mahoney, but it's Flaming Roadstar. Alfred R seemed to quicken up. He leads to the bend by 2 over Carlo Mick, then Easy Pastime. Jake Mahoney continuing to make some ground to fourth, and then Clayito. But it's Flaming Roadstar. He's under the bat, leads by 3. Trying to pick him up, Carlo Mick. Jake Mahoney continues to run on, but the bird's flowing. Flaming Roadstar is getting through the rain perfectly, and Flaming Roadstar's going to win second. Oh, Jake Mahoney or Carlo Mick, there is very little in it. An Easy Pastime, Clayito. Earth Movers Reward, Jackson Grant, Magical Ken, Black Star Adonis, and Lee Patrick was last in 2:1.7.
And Chris Alford in Steady Rain. Flaming Roadstar, 2:20.170 for Melton trainer Ken Tippett. 3-year-old Bay Gelding Sockies Adam Proud Star. 1 under photo for the Miners, 6 Jake Mahoney and 4 Carlu Mick. 1 under photo between 6 and 4 after the second at Bathurst. In fact, Carlu Mick number 4 has gained second and 6 Jake Mahoney third. It's 1, 4 and 6. Now on the next event from Globe Derby, this is the 2-year-old over the journey of 1,800 metres, and Tranquil Odyssey the 1 at $6.90, Giggly Bits at $8, 7 Just a Drink is $3.50. You've got Just a Drink coming off 5th its last 2 at Globe, 8 Port Decanter at $50. We have Lombo Sapphire, Jazz Star and Micro Amin. In fact, Macroman. The selections from Jim, 11, McCroman to beat 9 and 2, 11, 9 and 2, and that second event due in around 3 minutes from now. The Strickland Stakes and the success there to Dedicated Miss. The horse has now won 14 from 51, including 2 group races, and is Macadama, Pascherette, Jeff Durant and Jason Miller combined, taking out the 7th event. Correct weight 9, 4 and 8. Toowoomba, that first for the previous one. Sky in just a moment to Globe Derby and Jim Jakes.
He's right off and has all but stopped. Fortunately, it looks as though they all hung around the patrons, and there's plenty of them here. They're lining a good, I'd say 160 or 70 metres of the straight. We're still pretty early in the night, and a good crowd in here. So I Hope You Dance is going to run the favourite into the red now at $1.90. I Hope You Dance, Russell Jack driving for Peter Webb. She's won 4 from 19. 21:30 we're running. Race 3 Bathurst underway, they're off. Pegorama best to leave. I Hope You Dance has to be driven with the whip to try and hold the lead, but will be able to do so. Gonna get you trying to find the spot on the back of the leader, and Tishan Sophia 2 trying to hold it out. Oh, nearly got squeezed out. Tishan Sophia 2 went roughly for a stride and fell back to 4th. Then came Lumbo on a high, followed by the Operative Word as Emma 2 broke. Jenny Sue up to 3rd, last from Hawkesbury Wonder, and Emma 2 pacing again as 2 lengths away last. Into the lane the first time. I Hope You Dance by a length over. Gonna get you. Pegorama now parked out 3rd around Tishan Sophia 2, Wonder Lombo on a high. Then came the Operative Word. Next on the pegs, Jenny Sue. Second last as Hawkesbury Wonder, and Emma 2 was last. 39.4 was the lead time, and it's I Hope You Dance now untroubled, leading by a length. Gonna get you trail second. Pegorama 1 length away 3rd on the outside of Tishan Sophia 2. Then came Lombo on a high. Jenny Sue next from the Operative Word. Emma 2 was second last, and Hawkesbury Wonder in the running line was last. They've completed 1 circuit. 1.5 to go in the consolation of the Bracelet, and the leader is I Hope You Dance by a length. Gonna get you on its back second. Pegorama with no trail, hanging back 3rd. Then came Tishan Sophia 2, Lombo on a high. 4 on the pegs was Jenny Sue from the Operative Word. Second last is Emma 2, and Hawkesbury Wonder whips them in. 32.2 first quarter of the final mile, and I Hope You Dance leading by a length over. Gonna get you. Pegorama 3/4 away 3rd. Then Tishan Sophia 2, Lombo on a high. 4 back the marker line was Jenny Sue from the Operative Word. Second last Hawkesbury Wonder, and last of all down on the peg line is Emma 2. They have 850 metres left to pace. The leader still is I Hope You Dance. She has had a very good run in the lead. 31 and 8 the second quarter. Pegorama is second. Behind the leader, Gonna Get You. Lombo on a high has also had a good run in the 1-1 4th. 3 back the pegs, 5th Tishan Sophia 2 from the Operative Word. And then came Jenny Sue, Hawkesbury Wonder, and Emma 2 was last. 500 left left to go. Leader still as I Hope You Dance. There's no change to that order. Pegorama is second. Gonna Get You third. Then came Lombo on a high. Tishan Sophia 2. Can't Get Off the Pegs at 3 back 5th. Then came The Operative Word. Jenny Sue, Hawkesbury Wonder and Emma 2. 30 seconds along the back. I Hope You Dance. 3/4 on Pegorama. Gonna Get You behind the leader. Can't Get Out. Lombo on a high yet to peel. And then Tishan Sophia 2 and The Operative Word. I Hope You Dance. Niggled at coming to the bend as Pegorama gets level. Still no run. Gonna Get You. 3 deep then was Lombo on a high. Pegorama's gone straight past Lombo. On the inside was I Hope You Dance. Lombo on a high runs on. Pegorama narrowly. Lombo on a high. Picking it up though. Lombo on a high. Charge past Pegorama and Gonna Get You. Lombo on a high gets in. Lombo on a high. A length and a half over either Pegorama or on the outside Gonna Get You. Won't be much in that. Then came Emma 2. Followed across the line by Tishan Sophia 2. Next in.
A warm evening greets the patrons at Wentworth Park tonight for the 2004 Easter Egg semi-finals. The Victorian Petite Verdot and the Queenslander Bogey Lee, the fastest qualifiers through to the semis. Race 1 at 7:27. I thought Mini Mint might give us a little bit of money to start the night off right. It's Egg Semi-Night. Talking about eggs and Easter, don't forget that next Friday, open Good Friday, is DeCosti's, this famous seafood establishment at 4 a.m. And don't forget to visit their oyster bar at the Easter show. What have we got tomorrow? Beautiful plate-sized snapper in at a very moderate $12.99 a kilo. And the medium whiting, absolutely delicious. $13.99 a kilo at DeCosti's tomorrow morning, where all fish is clean, free of charge. The oysters, you've got Coffin Bay oysters in at $9.80 a dozen. Have a look at these beauties. And the medium, the cooked medium, king prawns are in at just $22.99 a kilo. We're at DeCosti's, where the best seafood is gotten. And tomorrow, what's the best bet tonight? There it is. It is race number 3, the DeCosti Brothers Special, Skipper Rip. That's the fish and tips for tonight.
Misjudge kicking up underneath it now as they run to the first.
Look, we'll wait and see, but I'll be trying. He's got a bit of gate speed, but then it's on my back.
But do the job from there. I know you were saying to me off camera you've even fiddled around with a bit of gear for the final.
Been leading here last week as the gate turns towards the back for this race. The Godine Machine at $2.10, and we're ready to go for the Chalice. For the Bathurst RSL, they're set. Blue lights. Away in the Chalice final. Next Tiger was away fast. The Godine Machine's no good thing to lead. Willick's got the stick out. Bare Knuckle third. They were followed by My Horizon, then Perfect Tie, Figaro and Peace Attack. Out of neutral next from Abercrombie, Dexter and Satellite Cam was last. The Godine Machine, he did have to use some gas to find the top, but he did lead. The Godine Machine by a length over Next Tiger and Bare Knuckle third on the inside of My Horizon. Three Deepers out of neutral coming forward and My Horizon's hooked out in front of him. Then Perfect Tie and Figaro. 2 to Satellite Cam, 2 to Abercrombie Dexter and Peace Attack snag back to last. Down to the winning post, a mile to go. 39 and 4 the lead and the Godine Machine leads. Out of neutral, rushed up to second. My Horizon now 1-1. In behind the leader was Bare Knuckle and Next Tiger. 3 back the running line around Figaro. 1 to Perfect Tie. Peg's Peace Attack. 3/4 Satellite Cam. And Abercrombie Dexter is last and must be 10 lengths from the leader, which is the Godine Machine. Past the lap and a half. Out of neutral, he's tough. He's parked out second. Bare Knuckle trails third. My Horizon fourth, then Figaro fifth. 3 back the Pegs. Then Next Tiger. Peace Attack next from Perfect Tie. 2 to Satellite Cam and Abercrombie Dexter was last. First quarter in the Chalice final. 31.6 and the Godine Machine leads, but he's eyeballed now by Out of Neutral. My Horizon third. Bare Knuckle behind the leader fourth and Figaro. 3 pegs to the inside of Next Tiger. Then Perfect Tie. Peace Attack next on the markers from Satellite Cam. And 2 lengths away last of all is Abercrombie Dexter. 900 left to go. The Godine Machine leads by a neck over Out of Neutral. My Horizon third. Bare Knuckle fourth. The second split 30 and 9. Next Tiger follows the 1-1 around Figaro. Then came Perfect Tie, followed by Peace Attack. 1 to Satellite Cam and a length away last of all is Abercrombie Dexter. They have 600 metres left to go. The leader is the Godine Machine. He got out by a neck, but again Out of Neutral goes up within about a head of the leader. Bare Knuckle has had a beautiful trip in behind the leader and My Horizon on a loose rein fourth. Then Figaro, Next Tiger, followed by Peace Attack, Perfect Tie, Satellite Cam and 2 to Abercrombie Dexter. Down the back in 29 and 6, the Godine Machine. He leads by a length. Out of neutral, hard driven. Bare Knuckle is about to get out of the trail. 3 deep coming down the side. Then Next Tiger getting through on its inside. Then was My Horizon. Followed as they swing for home by Peace Attack. It's the Godine Machine. Bare Knuckles out of the trail to come after him. Figaro's got into the clear to third, but the Godine Machine, he's kicking. Trying hard to pick him up, Bare Knuckle. The Godine Machine, it's a slugging go. Bare Knuckle will drive and miss. The Godine Machine beat Bare Knuckle in third, maybe Satellite Cam just in front of Figaro. Next Tiger's not too far away. Abercrombie Dexter was flying. Then Perfect Tie, Peace Attack not too far away. And My Horizon last.
Second at the Meadows and race 2. This is heat 2 of the 5th grade, 5:25. 8, Rich Andre King at 3:20, 1, 4 and 7, $7,512 with weight. Now after the first of the features from Bathurst, the Gold Chalice final for the 3-year-olds and the Godine Machine taking the event. 3-year-old Colts and Geldings and the Godine Machine Josh Willick for trainer Joe Rando, and Perfect Art Gemfire the 5:20. Christy Von at 8:20. 6 Queen of Kaima at 13. 8 Miss Flight at $14. And the favourite is It's Forever Now at $2.10. Marcos 1, 9, 3 and 8. Interims at Terang, it's 5.
Who's in? Susie O'Neill moving up with Queen of Kaima and Thank You Ruth. Quickly back to that previous race, My Horizon found to have had a flat tyre. Stewards report re My Horizon in the previous, but the favourite for the Tiara, It's Forever Now, $1.70. 6.60 Christy Von, Showgirl Lombo, 7.10 in the Crown colours. Susie O'Neill at $8.90. 17.30. The girls about to be sent on their way. There is the blue lights. The Tiara for 2004 is underway, and there was good speed off the front line. Expectation, Susie O'Neill and Queen of Kaima came out humming. Then came Christy Von, followed by Miss Flight, Isabella Lombo. Next, Thank You Ruth, wide from Showgirl Lombo, It's Forever Now. And Rosa Penna's gone back to last. Lead time 7.9, and Expectation, the Queenslander, scooted through along the peg line to hold the top. Queen of Kaima's attacking 3 deep though. Susie O'Neill between horses, and then came Miss Flight, followed by Christy Von. Mid-race, 3 wide, Isabella Lombo goes forward from Showgirl Lombo. The grey filly settling 3 back on the pegs. 1 to It's Forever Now, Rosa Penna, and Thank You Ruth is last. 29 and 5 the first quarter. John Storia has Expectation in the lead by a head over Queen of Kaima. Isabella Lombo doing it tough, 3 deep. Miss Flight trails the speed and wants to over race a touch. Then Susie O'Neill, Christy Von is here comes the 3 wide train. Christy Von gets onto the back of Isabella Lombo. It's Forever Now also coming out 3 deep from Rosa Penna, and then Showgirl Lombo, and at the tail end was Thank You Ruth. They passed the judge a half mile to go. Expectation went through the second in 32.2. Expectation by a head over Isabella Lombo. Miss Flight behind the leader. Between horses, Queen of Kaima with no trail, 3 deep Christy Von. Showgirl Lombo, 3 pegs. Between horses, Susie O'Neill. It's Forever Now, 3 deep and 1 back from Thank You Ruth, and last of all is Rosa Penna. Along the back, 500 left to go. Isabella Lombo puts it to and narrowly heads off Expectation. 3 deep, Christy Von. Then came It's Forever Now into the race on the back of Christy Von. 3 deep from Miss Flight. Queen of Kaima held up from Susie O'Neill, Showgirl Lombo, Thank You Ruth and Rosa Penna. Only 31.4 the third quarter in the Tiara. Still a line of 3, and It's Forever Now joins them 3 out. Christy Von the middle from Expectation. Miss Flight getting into the clear from Susie O'Neill, but It's Forever Now's gone to the lead on the bend. Christy Von back to second, Miss Flight into the clear, and then Susie O'Neill, but it's Forever Now in front. Miss Flight trying to gun it down. It's Forever Now a length and a half. Miss Flight, Susie O'Neill. It's Forever Now. The Tiara's headed to New York. It's Forever Now, 3/4 Miss Flight and Susie O'Neill. Thank You Ruth has appeared from nowhere to run fourth. Then Christy Von, followed in by Rosa Penna, Queen of Kaima, Isabella Lombo, Showgirl Lombo, and Expectation galloped across the line and trailed them in. Owned by American Interests, number 9, It's Forever Now. Gordon Banks and Mark Hanover, $1.60 and 1.10. Miss Flight, $4.50, and Susie O'Neill at $1.90, 9.84, and the numbers are confirmed. 4th to 7, Thank You Ruth, to 2.9 is the rate on the Tiara.
And a great win, It's Forever Now, taking out the Gold Tiara final. It's Forever Now. Presidential Ball, Anna Matteo, 2-year-old Bay filly, Sonia Ma, the trainer, and Michael Doltoff, the driver. So 9-8-4 after the Gold Tiara final. They're moving out for the 5th event from Globe Derby Park. This is the Claimer over the 1800 metres, be followed by the next event from Wentworth Park. Grade 4 over the 520. That first 4 the previous 2, 1, 3 and 8, $410.60. Favourite for the 4th event is Blue Aviator, the 7 at $3.10. Paul goes 4 to beat 3 and 8. Here's Jim. This is the 5th at Globe Derby Park.
First on race 5, 9-8-4, and it's become an epidemic. It really has. These protests where horses have either run last or drivers have been tipped out of sulkies. We've seen so many of them lately. And there's another one at Bathurst. It's 9th against 1st and 5th.
Is Innocent Nero, and he is the last start winner of the Gold Coast. He went super at the coast, and he's got brilliant gate speed. I don't know whether he's going to blaze across or not here, but he might even get across them into the first term if Shane Graham takes off. But he does race
on that previous. That's the latest market for race number 6, and for the love of the game, the favourite at 140, Blue Gum Forest at 530, and GD's Boy at 660. But protests still on, although we may be getting some news from Bathurst very shortly. 6, 7 and 10 confirmed at Albion Park. Do it again ahead of Innocent Nero and Brendan Marks, 6, 7 and 10. Full tote shortly. Wentworth Park, race 5. This is the first of the Easter Egg semis, and Monsters Inc. at 570, Winsome Revenge 770, Weet-Bix at 350, and Junie Roltub at $2.30. So it is the favourite Junie Roltub out of box number 7. That's 4 minutes away from Wentworth Park. That may very well be our next racing commitment. Okay, just repeating the... Sam, still no news on the protest?
Dean, I don't think we're far away from getting the result because I just saw the drivers file out of the stewards' room, so stewards in there to make their final decision. But we will be delayed here for the Cup, which was originally scheduled to go about now. And as I speak, the protest has been dismissed. Well, both protests have now both been dismissed. So there'll be the presentation for the Tiara now, and as we speak, still no runners emerging to come out on the track for this next race. I would suggest there's a decent chance they might go back one race, but I can't promise you that, so don't hold it to me. Get your bets on nice and early. For love of the game, dominating the market here, as you would expect. My numbers for the Cup: 8, 3, 5 and 4. For love of the game, looks to have a little bit too much class for these, but there is one knockout horse, and I thought it was GD's Boy. Very good front runner. If he's able to get to the lead, he will take a power of beating. Of course, Smooth Satin is leading the horses out onto the track here for tonight's Gold Cup. He has won the Gold Cup for the past couple of seasons. An emotional time for Steve Turnbull, as Smooth Satin now, to the applause of this huge crowd at Bathurst tonight, coming out onto the track. So throw back to you in the meantime.
Thank you, Sam. Okay, so presentation now getting underway there at Bathurst. Sam's late mail again, 8, 3, 5 and 4 on race number 6. Righto, that is Smooth Satin on screen at the moment. What a wonderful horse he's been over the last 3 or 4 years, and who'll forget that season when he absolutely swept all before him. He won everything that was around to be won, and that was a couple of years ago. Bathurst, race 5, all clear now. It's Forever Now, the winner. Number 9 over 8, Miss Flight, and 4, Susie O'Neill.